Hey guys, welcome to Master Gaming VR. Today we're going to be talking about another dev request. It is Double Fine Productions' Psychonauts and the Rhombus of Ruin. It is an adventure puzzle game that picks up right where the 2005 sequel left off. I've never played the original Psychonauts games, so I don't really know much about the characters or the world. I'm pretty much going in blind. Hopefully that won't be too much of a detriment to solving any of the puzzles or anything that we're going to encounter. One thing that I do notice right off the bat with the game, as you can see behind me, outside of game area, when I booted it up, the headset's on the floor. I booted up at my desk so I can set up recording. If I come just over here, I'm out of headset area, but I can go way over here as far as I want. Like, for some reason, it thinks that my play area is like here and that way. Pretty much into my desk and into the wall. So I don't really know how to reset that. I don't know how to reorient the camera, at least for right here. If I had a smaller play space, if I just had standing room play space where this was just my play space right here, I'd be pretty boned. So that's the very first thing I noticed about this game is it doesn't really handle your play space very well. I'm not sure how or why it decided all of that area over there is my play space, but it did. But with that, let's go ahead and get in the game and see if maybe there's a way to fix this. Okay, so here we are in the game. A nice little Psychonauts logo, a nice little psychic blackbird jet looking thing flying around in circles. So here's the deal. This is the front of my play space, and yes, as I'm doing this, you see that I have no hands in this menu mode. I can't see my controllers whatsoever, which is it's actually more unsettling than you would expect. So I can't see my hands. The front of my play space is this way. My monitors are that way. So it feels like what it's done is taken my play space, and instead of orienting it based off the chaperone bounds, the game just seems to assume that because my monitors are that way, and I've turned it off and on, I've done some experimenting off camera, it always orients them towards the monitors. So that feels wrong. But what I did discover is that if I face the correct way and press the right menu button, I can readjust the screen, and that does fix my going out of bounds notification. It doesn't tell you that up front, so you could be, depending on where your monitors, how your setup is, you could be stuck here like this and just be screwed pressing buttons until you figure it out. That's not a good experience. It's doable, it's fixable, it's Googleable, but it's not a good experience. So, anyways, there's that. First thing I noticed: no hands, bad play space setup. Pressing the trackpad, we have a head look display instead of point and, I don't know why it's not point and click. But let's go ahead and check out options. It doesn't really tell you. Turn your head to target items. Trackpad isn't okay. All right, so it was the right trackpad to get in here. Left trackpad did nothing. Once in here, right trackpad did nothing, and I needed to use the left trackpad to make a selection. Let's go to controls and see if we can figure this out. Psypoke, telekinesis is, I guess, both of these at the same time. Grip is pyrokinesis. Clairvoyance on the left. Psyblast on the trigger. Okay, so Psypoke is both of these. Pyro, clairvoyance, Psyblast. Okay, sure. I think we can get that. We'll figure it out if not. And then, yep, still the left selector. Video, so 1.25 for that, just so you guys can see where I'm at. Voice music. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's put subtitles on. The music is fairly loud. I've got it at minus 12 dB right now for you guys so that you can actually hear me. Let's jump into a new game. Oh.
I am a psychonaut. A real psychonaut. Me, Raz. After dreaming about it all my life, I'm finally a Psychonaut on an actual mission.
Woohoo! Go us!
Rescuing not just anybody, but the grand head of the Psychonauts himself, Truman Zanotto, who just happens to be the father of my girlfriend. I mean, I think she's my girlfriend. There was that kiss, but it's not like we've had to talk or anything. But hey, she said it first.
Darling,
Didn't she?
Rasputin, sweetie.
Yes.
Oh, Mia.
Hello, darling.
The floor is much higher than it should be.
Yeah, I'm fine.
And that you knew
Much,
we were
much, much
talking out
higher.
loud.
You could hear me?
Just that last part about Lily. It's adorable, but we're trying to contact headquarters up here, and it's a little distracting.
Gotcha.
Okay, the subtitles should not be in her face.
So embarrassing.
No, lower.
This is Agent
Lower.
Fidello, hailing PNML-857. Come in, Mother Lode.
I don't know why the floor is so high.
No time for camp business.
This is not camp business. This concerns the kidnapping.
Give us the intel you've gathered so far, and we can help with the...
Mother load out.
Unbelievable. Well, we'll just have to locate Truman on our own.
Okay, maybe we shouldn't have done subtitles.
I'll reach out now and see if I can pick anything up.
It's often important to see the world from someone else's point of view, especially when you're strapped to your seat.
I'm not strapped to my seat. Look, I'm not in my seat anymore. Ah, shit. Okay, I'll get back in my seat. Is that a porn mag? Looks like a porn mag. Okay, clairvoyance.
If we're anywhere near Truman, Mia should be able to sense it.
Okay, clairvoyance. Clairvoyance. Okay, they've got their controllers backwards.
Wow. I'm seeing the world from Mia's point of view.
Yes, and you're quite welcome, but I'm trying to find Truman Zanotto right now, so please try to keep it down while you're in here, okay?
Psychonauts, training alert.
Wow. So this is how Sasha sees the world.
Well, not usually from so high in the air, but yes.
Hi, Lily. How you holding up?
I'm so worried about my dad, Raz. Where is he? Why won't headquarters tell us what they know?
We'll find him. I
Those two
promise.
lines didn't really flow into each other very well.
Psychonauts, training alert.
Yeah. Psychonauts training alert.
Psychonauts, training alert.
Pillows? This jet is all first class.
Burn it.
Fluffy. Fluffy.
Okay, I don't really know what the hell I'm doing.
So, this is
Psypoke.
to see the world through my eyes. Fascinating.
Okay. These are actually the wrong hands, which I would know if I had hands, but I don't have hands. So I had to go look in Steam really quick, and they were assigned to the opposite hands in Steam. So this should now function correctly.
She must be really freaked out about her dad. Hey, Lily. You okay?
I'm just really worried
No,
about my
I'm getting
dad.
poked in the eye.
Why would...
Mia?
Trying to focus here, sweetie.
Mia?
Trying to focus here, sweetie.
I can't believe I'm on a mission alongside my childhood hero, Sasha 9. Don't miss
Okay,
this
I psypoked.
Hey, how'd that squirrel get in here?
Oh no. Did the squirrels get in here again?
That's to be expected when you park a plane in the woods, darling.
Whoa. So the floor just is not necessarily the floor.
Hey, Rasputin. Think you could toss me a roll of toilet paper?
What?
Rasputin!
Feels soft.
What, toilet paper? Actually, whatever it is, if it's soft, hand it over.
Telekinesis is...
This stuff is super light.
Not a problem, I'll double up. Just hand it to me, quick! Thanks for the reinforcement.
Okay,
son.
so that's kind of weird. Trigger.
Not to burn stuff is an undervalued
Trigger is what grabs it. The right trackpad spins it all around, and then the left trackpad sends it in and out. So you can pull it to yourself by scrolling down, or away by scrolling up.
Start a fire on this plane, but surprisingly, it does often help. This plane really
Stop
is
burning
fire.
stuff back there. Lily, stop burning stuff back there.
Huh, it's not me. Raz, quit it. I know it's you.
Thank you, Rasputin. But it's quite warm enough in here already, darling.
Die in a fire. Die in a fire. I think it's the solution to every problem.
Burning Sasha is really the solution to any problem.
Shut up, Raz. Alright. Pyro, can you...
Obviously, Mia's suitcase.
Mia, do you really think this is the time?
Wasn't me, darling.
Open!
That's the seal of the grand head of the Psychonauts.
It's reserved for my dad. He uses the jet sometimes. He used to come see me at camp. But I was embarrassed and told him to stop. I'm the worst daughter in the world.
Yes, you are. Die in a fire.
Darling, that's just not true.
Don't lie to her.
Raz, quit it. I know it's you.
Well, I don't know what else to do. Oh, there we go.
Explosive. This jet is only really focused
Had to hold it.
on rocks,
Raz, quit it. I know it's you.
and break a lot of stuff.
Thank you, Rasputin. But it's quite warm enough
Burning
in here
Sasha
already.
is really the solution to any problem.
Hello, you son.
Alright, having psychic powers is fun.
I don't think I can make this part impossible.
Sure you can. Can we get this thing to go away then?
Aha! I knew that suitcase was yours, Mia.
Yes, but the good feelings belong to everyone.
Just gonna put this away where I can't hurt anyone. Alright, side blast!
No way am I side blasting Lily.
Oh,
I couldn't side blast. I wonder why that one overhead compartment is locked.
Hey, that's my dad's old music box.
That's beautiful, Lily.
It used to be my grandma's.
What's a family heirloom doing locked up in the jet?
No idea. But I'm glad it's here.
No way am I side blasting Lily.
Quit it, Rasputin. This music box is special to me.
but I need to look at it.
Are you trying to use clairvoyance on that music box to make a connection with your dad?
Yeah.
Would you mind if I gave it a try?
Quit it, Rasputin. This music box is special
I'm
to me.
getting something.
Is it my father? Can you see him?
No, not yet. Something is strange about this signal.
Focus your thoughts on Raz and Grandhead Zonato.
Together we can connect them. Maury, will you help us?
I'll cover you from here. This is where I do my best concentrating.
That you just don't concentrate on me when you're in there, please. Please
I
don't.
see something. It's a strange room.
Look around for clues, Rasputin.
I'd rather not.
We can figure out where this room is.
Computer manual.
We can fly the jet straight there.
But first, tell me if my dad's okay.
Yeah, sure, totally okay. Brain stuff. Tim, Rusty, Gil, Paul. I wonder if these names mean anything. I don't know.
Hey, get out of the way. You're blocking the show. There seems to be something dangerous here.
What is it, Raz?
Not sure. They've got Truman's head in a giant steel ball.
They cut off his head?
No, it's attached to his body. It's just stuck in a big round,
Psycho-isolation bonnet, I presume. But what are they using for an anti-catalyst?
Here's something.
Raz, what's wrong?
I can't seem to. Something's wrong with my powers.
Well, we may be very far away from Truman, darling, so your connection might not be strong enough.
My telekinesis feels busted. I can't get a grip. I don't think I could even light a match right now. My pyrokinesis is all out of whack.
Huh?
My telekinesis feels busted. I can't get a grip.
So I need to find cuttlefish, starfish, something fish, something fish, something fish.
This one's really interested in buttons, it seems.
Oh,
There's a really
hey.
big skylight on the roof of this place, but it's shut.
Try to open it, Raz. There might be a billboard or a skyscraper
So
up
shell
there to
squid
help us.
thingamajigger?
Or possibly a constellation to navigate by, if it's nighttime there.
Ooh, good
Shell
idea, Sasha.
squid thingamajigger.
Yeah, that was the right code. I see some figures.
Can you identify the kidnappers?
No, they're wearing protective suits.
Curious.
Give me a line of sight on this guy. Thank you.
I open the hatch, and oh, it's full of
What's wrong, darling?
nothing. Just got a little dizzy for a second. There's some sort of glowing yellow rock in here.
Rasputin, was there a psychohazard symbol on the outside of the container you just opened?
Perhaps.
Oh yeah, I was gonna mention that.
Silurium. Be careful, Raz. It's very psychically disorienting.
This whole thing is psychically
Siberian is
disorienting.
also incredibly rare. That certainly narrows down the possible locations. But we still need more information, Rasputin.
Gotcha. I wonder if this opens that big window.
A big window.
Come on, open up! I wonder if this opens that big window. There's a big window here, but it's shut.
If only we could look outside, we might be able to see some sort of
No
landmark.
shit.
A building or some regional foliage.
Ah, okay. Angler, squid angler.
This one must be the computer. Okay. If I were a computer genius, what would I do?
I wouldn't have a kid's toy here.
Found the location of the kidnapper's lair?
No, well, I'm not sure what I did, but I did something.
Totally did something. Definitely
This is
did
how it
something.
feels to be a button master. Come on, open up!
Yeah, that's not working.
That thing sounds pretty solid. I see Truman.
Is he okay?
He looks okay, but he's unconscious.
Oh, Dad.
I don't know that this is actually going to do anything for me. So, what do you got? Anything in your hands? No, I don't see your hands. Okay. I want a
This
tablet.
one looks like the button master.
You keep saying something about a button
Just
master.
to the height of the torture, I guess. Creepy. He's not waking up.
Dad?
He will, sweetie, he will.
I want to know what's in my hand. Alright. This is not getting me anywhere. Does this guy have something else?
Hey, this guy's not reading a textbook.
Yeah, no, we got that. I don't think. I'm not reading the comic, so hopefully that's not important.
What is this place?
It's a great question. I have no idea.
My telekinesis feels busted. I can't get a grip. Some sort of projector.
Do not touch the brain
There
juice.
seems to be something dangerous here.
What is it?
Who would even do that? I guess the suits protect you from some sort of psychohazard. Guess
The end.
that's it. What the heck?
What is it?
It's the emblem for the Psychonauts.
What? Could this be one of our unused facilities?
I don't know, could it?
That's a very important clue, Rasputin. You've narrowed down the location significantly.
Have I?
Looking around, Raz.
Well, at least these kidnappers are sanitary.
Click the button, click the button.
Not sure. Something psychic and bad.
So... I don't know where to go from here.
It won't open that way.
You don't know that?
Hey, you! Who are you?
Hey you, who are you? That'll work. So, I am missing something.
Ah, this guy's in charge of the big ball. What's your deal? Hey there, what you reading? Don't lose your place.
So, something to do with this button here.
Opens that big window. This is mean. Yoo-hoo!
I'm not looking at him, I'm looking at the buttons over there. So this thing right here. I need to get the juice flowing that way. So... Why didn't it do anything the last time?
You! Guess that wasn't right.
That's what this guy's thing was here, right? Anglerfish, squid, anglerfish? So I don't know why it's not working.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, me either.
Guess that wasn't right.
Maybe I should just read the comic. Because that seems to be the only thing I'm... Oh, wait, hold on. There's a great big button over here that I missed.
Something's happening.
Ah!
Water?
Oh no, are they using water torture?
Totally water torture.
No. Water outside of the window. Guys, we're underwater. Under a lot of it.
Underwater?
Underwater.
Sasha, an underwater psychonaut facility.
With a large supply of Silurium.
Yeah, totally. Obviously not.
Exactly.
What? Do you know where my dad is? Is he safe?
I think we know where he is, darling. But it's definitely not safe. Rasputin, we're leaving.
No, I want to play with the new toys and
Carefully,
stuff.
Rasputin, so you don't get Silurium sickness.
Roger that.
We're coming for you, Dad.
I'm about to get Silurium sickness.
Lily,
Papa?
Lily, stay away. Don't come here. It's not safe.
Papa?
Totally not gonna listen.
Right. This isn't good.
Rasputin.
Rasputin.
Darling, can you hear me?
Where in the world?
Rasputin, are you with us?
Nope.
How many fingers am I thinking about?
Can I set you on fire?
Purple?
Close enough.
You did it, Raz. You found out where my dad is.
Yes, I did.
Charlie Psycho Delta, the only underwater psychonaut research facility built for studying Silurium.
And it's right in the middle of the
Rhombus of Ruin.
A region of the ocean noted for the numerous planes and ships that supposedly went missing there, as well as its 4 equilateral sides.
Truman told me not to go there. Not safe.
Those legends were made up by the Psychonauts to scare people away from our facility years ago. We've actually been flying toward the Rhombus for hours while you slept. As a matter of fact, we should be there right about
Dun dun dun.
Flew into the deadly parallelograms?
Please, parallelogram sides are not necessarily equal.
Psychonaut systems compromised.
We're all gonna die now.
Connecting the ship's controls.
Focus on fastening our seatbelts.
Catastrophic altitude loss.
I don't think they got their seatbelts fastened. Dude, you were in there for fucking ever.
Raz,
I can't telekinesis anybody. Of course my powers wouldn't work in a crisis. I'd reach out and pop those, but I don't have any hands. Oh, now we get the James Bond intro. So yeah, I'd say that this is a seated experience, because we're not moving at all.
You're flying so high.
This is going to be a copyright issue.
As a gold, but in your mind's eye, something evil takes hold.
That looks disturbing.
From a stranger, you whisper,
I don't like that pulsating mass thing over there.
dive into danger, like a moth to the flame.
Yeah, that just looks vulgar.
And you know it's too late to stop what you're doing.
I guess it's supposed to be a brain. That's definitely not what it looked like.
With a rhombus of ruin. Next thing
It's not a bad looking game. It works well in VR.
rhombus of ruin.
I'm gonna check and see what was behind me.
Lily! Wait,
Focused all front and center.
what? Where am I? Oh no. I'm... there.
We're back here again?
Mia, can you hear me? Are they? I have to get out of here.
And release me.
Down here. My telekinesis.
Oh, hey, we got a thing in here. Squid Star Puffer Shell. Squid Star Puffer Shell. Squid Star Puffer Shell.
Telekinesis.
Squid Star
I can't get a grip.
Puffer Shell. Bloop.
Why'd you kidnap Truman?
Seriously.
We go.
Okay, that was helpful.
Wow. That's incredible.
Is it? Is it incredible? I can get in the fish.
This is what it's like to be underwater. Hey, the door's closing.
Oh, damn it.
Stuck out here. Oh, that's right. I'm not really out here. I wonder where the jet is. Did it sink down to the bottom? Are the others inside? I've got to get down there and find them.
Because swimming would just be out of the question.
I'm terrified of water. But since I'm only doing it mentally, I can actually enjoy it for once.
So I'm just gonna leapfrog from fish to fish to fish instead of swimming? And why don't I have hands?
But I assumed it was just a legend. But it looks pretty real to me. According to True
Yeah,
Tales, issue
maybe.
43, the heart of the Rhombus of Ruin is an enormous silurium deposit. So powerful it can confuse and attract the minds of pilots and captains for miles and miles, like a deadly mental magnet.
Like the UFO over there?
The Psychonauts tried to set up research stations like this one to study it, but no one could bear the silurium mental effects.
Yet, somehow, I am going to persevere. I still don't understand why we can't just swim. Like, this seems over complicated as a locomotion style. Go, wait for the thing to swim, go, wait for the thing to swim. Like, it just seems unnecessary.
Did not expect to see one of these here.
What's up, buddy? Apparently he finds tormenting small animals humorous. Exactly what I want in a hero. Alright, I think that this was a dead end.
Hi, Fishy.
Hey, Fishy.
Wow. Look at all that Silurium glow. Look at all these vehicles.
We've been doing that.
So many vehicles. Guided here by what? Silurium?
The Silurium, you just said that. You just answered.
I mean, I just made that term up. But it sounds as right as anything. I can feel it now.
Make s'mores, not wars.
I wonder how it's affecting the others. Okay, mid-mission status report.
This is mid-mission?
Crashed. Teams separated. I'm tied to a chair. Psi power's not working. Weird, silent...
Okay, sorry for that little cut. Is interrupted. Not really anything happened. He's just still doing his inner monologue, repeating the same things that he has been repeating.
Huh. I thought jellyfish didn't have brains. Guess this is one of the smart ones. Maybe that fell off a boat?
So, I don't know. I'm just not really having fun.
Not much of a view.
I mean, it looks good. I like the art. I like the aesthetic. The characters seem interesting-ish, but the gameplay is kind of falling flat for me. Even as an adventure Myst Riven style game, it feels lacking.
Open and reveal your kidnapped Psychonauts.
Yeah.
Anybody in there? I can't see from here.
Like, I'm just randomly clicking.
Not much of a view from down here.
Yeah, well, I don't see anything else that I can
Don't explode, don't explode, don't explode.
explode.
Ah, much better view. Although I feel a little bloated.
Why are we doing this? Like, I don't really get the point.
Wow. Look at that Silurium deposit.
Yeah, we've been looking at it. You've said that multiple times.
Why does it look so much like a brain?
Maybe it's a giant brain, the brain of the planet. It's a cool environment. Don't get me wrong, it's a very cool environment. Like, I like the way that this looks.
That's one big ship.
I just... Why are we going from stationary fish to stationary fish to stationary fish? That...
Ew. I hope the kids got off before this bus sank. Looks like a train engine. Wonder where the rest of it is. My telekinesis feels busted. I can't get a grip. Looks like a train engine. Wonder where the rest of it is.
Apparently the kids didn't.
Mia! What are you doing? It's like she's in some sort of trance. I don't know who these guys are, but this one really likes his tunes. Good. The buttons don't work on it. Well, at least it's stuck on a good station.
I don't think I can hold this for much longer.
Mia! Can you hear me?
I can't talk now, Rasputin. This bus is caught on the tracks and it's taking all my strength to hold back this train. I need to save the children.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Cool. I never had a school bus with a radio in it. Of course, I never had a school bus, period. You know, growing up in the circus and all, no good. The power's dead. Stop.
Hammer
Hey, there's the engine. I'd try to get it started, but I don't think driving out of here is very likely.
It might be. You don't know that.
Looks like the battery's out of juice. No good. The power's dead. Oh, wow. Mia, you think those weird guards are little children?
I can't fail the orphans again, Rasputin.
Oh no, not again.
Mia, these aren't really orphans, you know.
Oh, Rasputin, maybe some of their parents are still alive. That doesn't mean I shouldn't save them.
I'm not pulling these kids. Yikes. I'm glad my body's not here with me. Those sharks look really hungry. Hey, stop pretending to be an orphan. I'm not pulling these kids out of here. They're not really kids. Hey, Mia! Snap out of it! Hey, Mia! Snap out of it!
What did that say? Of course. Like, I can't even bend down to look at this.
This one looks like the students' time. Whoops! Careful there, Butterfingers.
Yeah, I want to know what that says. Let's go to you really quick.
I need to save the children.
Yeah, okay.
Looks like a switch for the train track. I can't summon enough energy to move it.
Of course you can. Needs more power, Captain.
Mia would love this song. My telekinesis feels busted.
They give me all of those powers. They give me the tutorial on all of those powers, and then they don't let me actually use them. I don't.
My telekinesis feels.
Why not? Why show me the powers and then not let me use them?
I think that might fry my brain. Hey, eel. Hi, Sparky. My telekinesis feels busted. I need to say.
Okay, so somehow we need to get Mr. Sparky.
You too. Ooh, that makes my brain tingle a little. I think that might fry my brain. My telekinesis feels busted.
So.
I can't get a grip.
I don't think I can hold this for much longer.
Yeah, you keep saying that. Alright, how do I get out? Can I get out of this? Can I get into one of the sharks?
Can't get a connection. Who's a cute little man? Mia, I need your help to find the other Psychonauts.
I need to save these orphans first.
Orphans? Can't get a connection. I think that might fry my brain. My telekinesis feels busted. I can't get a grip.
Yeah.
Stop pretending to be an orphan. I'm not pulling these kids out of here. They're not really kids.
So I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I can't telekinesis my way. Yeah.
Hi, Sparky.
I see the eels. I need to get the eels into the engine.
I'll bet the manual for that battery specifically states, do not submerge battery in seawater for years. Hey, buddy.
The targeting is really, really bad.
You too. I think that might fry my brain.
Yes, I get it. It's gonna fry my brain. Choo choo. Woohoo. Choo choo ka-choo. Get in the thing. I can't. Of course, I take 2 steps and I'm outside of the game play area. Of course, I can't get into that. I leave this open. You can come out here. Yes, 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 yes. I don't know if that's supposed to be a clue or what. What do you got? Do you got a clue? Yeah, if I could pick it up. I can't do anything.
Can't get a connection. It's no good. Won't
Yeah, I don't think it would actually fry your brain, dude.
Can't get a hoochie-coo. Tickle, tickle.
I don't think I can hold this for much longer.
So I'm stuck inside here. I've got eels out there. None of these guys appear to be able to do anything.
Whoops. Whoops. Careful there, Butterfingers. Hey, buddy.
I need to.
We're leaking water in here, but somehow not filling up. Yeah, I'm lost. And I can't... I basically have to sit almost stationary. I move a couple of feet in any direction, and I'm just sort of screwed. I might actually just be done with this. I'm not sure that...
I don't think I can hold this for much longer.
Oh, man. Mia would love this song. Huh. The buttons don't work on that radio. Huh.
The buttons don't work on that radio. I mean, the solution obviously seems to get the eels to power up the car.
I need to save the children.
No good. The power's dead.
Yeah, no, I got that. Power's dead.
Okay, you can go.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Halt! Resume freeze as you are, red light. Hey, where'd that eel go? Guess he didn't want to show his face after the battery sucked all the juice out. But I still need more power. We got some power, but not much. Stop. Hey, lights! Now we're cooking. Battery looks half full. You're free to go. Halt! You're almost full power. Move on. Freeze! We're full up. Is this that weird boy band, All Paul?
Come on, hurry up. Is it 105.7? There we go. Snap out of it now.
Rasputin, where are you? Who are these people?
Mia, we were in a plane.
Hey!
I'm in the research outpost. I think those guards work for Truman's kidnappers.
And our kidnappers too, it seems. Are you with the others?
Totally.
No, we have to go find them.
Of course, but I don't think I can do much of anything right now, Rasputin. Something's wrong. Something's wrong with me.
Yeah.
It's the Silurian. It's messing up our brains. But I think I can resist it.
Because I'm special.
Maury always said your brain was armored like a tank. I think the best way for me to help is to focus my psychic energy on you, young man. I'll focus on boosting your telekinetic ability just in case you run into any more runaway trains.
I can't do it alone, Mia.
You won't be alone, darling. I'll be in your thoughts, listening to everything you think.
That's creepy.
Yikes. Now that I have my TK back, what should I try to lift first?
Okay. Yeah, no, we did this. We did this already.
Raz, what have you done?
Well, I have a plan. Kind of.
Rasputin!
See? Exactly as I planned.
Oh, Rasputin!
Totally.
I think that turned the track away from us. Whoops. Can't get a connection. Can't seem to catch those dark. Can't get a grip on that radio.
Why can I get a grip on the radio?
Stick.
There we go.
Hey, the light's on in that bomber over there.
Is it? Let's follow the jellyfish to the bomber.
I'm gonna go check out this bomber.
I will send my thoughts with you, young man.
Too fast. Can't get a connection.
How is it too fast? Then nothing about this game says fast. Now, I probably shouldn't give away all of the gameplay. We'll go see what the next puzzle is. This is gonna be shit, man.
I'm in.
Great work, darling.
Take that, fish. Take that, fish. I take that, fish.
All right.
What's scaring this guy? Wow, that's a big bomb. The seawater must have neutralized these bombs, right?
Yeah, sure, totally.
These things make me really nervous. Gentle.
Yeah, gentle, just like that.
This one is really freaked out about something. Lily.
Francis the flower in the sun. When she gets hot, we'll have some fun.
Uh-oh. Lily looks as out of it as, well,
As I was?
yeah.
Oh, these
It's all right,
flowers are so
darling. I was in a bad way,
Make me
thanks
feel
to the
like I'm
Silurium.
floating on a cloud.
Let's try to help her like you helped me.
How? What?
Wait a second.
Oh, hi, Raz. Welcome to my garden.
Lily, you have to stop what you're doing. These aren't flowers. These are...
Shh. Raz, quiet. Plants are very sensitive to psychic energy.
Seriously.
I won't have you upsetting them.
Oh, man.
Why are you hammering the thing with the... You know what? Never mind.
I think I should leave it for the rat. Sorry.
Leave Harold alone.
Why? Can't even fit through his thingy.
Beat it, dear.
Thanks, Raz. But that garden net will keep them out. Eeny, meeny, mom.
Yuck. Stale.
Why are you eating them then?
Wow. That's a big bomb. The seawater must have neutralized these bombs, right?
Totally. Absolutely.
Roses are red, ready to bloom. Explosions of color. Oh, these flowers
Careful
are so
now.
beautiful. They make me feel like I'm floating on a cloud.
You got a bum in your head there, Skippy.
These things make me really nervous.
All right. Well, we've got another stumped puzzle here.
Francis the
bomb.
flower in the
I assume that
when she
The
gets hot.
seawater must have neutralized these bombs, right? These things make me really nervous. Wow.
I assume we've got to use our telekinesis here somehow, some way, somewhere.
The seawater must have neutralized these bombs.
You keep
right?
saying the same thing, actually.
Little flowers, wild and free. Psychic
These things make me
Ugh.
really nervous.
Gosh darn, please! Ow!
That's a big bomb.
Yeah, and I can't see it here. Do anything. I see it from his point of view.
Those fleas?
Oh, these... Ugh. Gosh darn,
Sounds like a
please! Ugh.
Stupid
Hey.
fleas.
Man, these buggers are hard to squish. Can't side blast anything with my head all messed up like this.
Hey.
Yuck. Stale.
Eat it. Eat it.
Rosy petals,
Eat
leaves
it.
of green, thoughts of
Here.
destruction, roots unseen.
You eat it.
The seawater must have neutralized these bombs.
Yeah. You keep saying that. This is just my incessant need to,
Roses are
Okay.
red,
to not get
and
stumped by
it's
something.
bloom. Explosions.
It's a rat. A big fat rat.
Yes, it is, and I can't seem to do anything with it. Alright, well, I'm going to call it here.
Ugh.
We'll leave Lily stuck in her flowery fantasy.
Slow and steady. These things make me really nervous.
I feel like he is probably key to something. There's something over here that needs to be done.
Leaves of green, thoughts of destruction.
Wow.
Roots
That's a
unseen.
big bomb.
Anywho, yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna be done with this. I will do my outro wrap up in a second. Okay, so admittedly, these aren't really my kind of games, although on paper it did sound kind of interesting, throwing you into this world of these adventure games where you're looking for clues and searching things out. It sounded interesting on paper. I figured I'd give it, a good try and see. On execution, however, it felt like it fell flat. VR highlighted, sort of a staple with these games is the lack of movement, and with VR, it just sort of drove home that's frustrating. It felt artificial and forced, especially when you got to the fish. I mean, once you get to the fish, you're like, why doesn't the fish just swim through the ocean? Why do I need to wait and pop to the next fish and pop to the next fish and pop to the next fish? It felt, like I said, forced and artificial. Like they didn't really have a good solution for that. So all the fish are stationary until you pop to the next one, and then whoop, up comes the bridge to carry on. It just really didn't work for me. It felt more annoying, like a forced gameplay mechanic, rather than anything natural or enjoyable. That being said, the puzzles did tickle that stubborn, one more round, I'm not going to lose to this, you're not going to beat me, itch that I have inside of me that will keep me playing a game, even though I might not be enjoying it, just because I want to say, okay, you didn't win, you didn't beat me, I won. So it did tickle that addictive, I'm not even sure what to call it, that tendency of mine. So if you're susceptible to that, people that play Dark Souls or, those games where it's frustrating when you die and that frustration just fuels you to keep going. The frustration of not getting the puzzle until it clicks. I'm not going to leave the puzzle without it clicking and knowing what I'm supposed to do. It was hard to pull myself away from that. So that's a pro. The puzzles, if they can grab you like that, then that's a good thing. However, some of them were just like the stop sign. I clicked it. I didn't notice that the fish actually stopped swimming around. So I just felt, sort of like I was randomly clicking on things at times. That's not super enjoyable though, to just randomly, poke, look around and poke. I know that's kind of a staple of some of these games where you just take the mouse and you randomly click all over the screen until you find something. It's something that doesn't translate to VR well, in my opinion. The voice acting was decent. It wasn't superb. Some of the transitions between lines felt a little awkward, especially in that first scene, where she's super mopey, and then she's perky in the next line. But overall, I thought the voice acting was good, with just a few exceptions. So, I mean, it's rare that you get that sort of quality out of a VR title, so that's a good thing. The graphics, I thought they fit. I thought they worked well, especially the brain thing, the psychonium, I forget what it was called, but that whole underwater area was done well, I thought, and just overall it felt like it looked good. To the negatives, the player play space restrictions, the whole issue with the early not respecting the chaperone bounds that I have set up, where the play space is oriented from there to being in the game and not being able to move this far out of the play space. It was very, very restrictive. So it's only a standing seated experience, and if you go outside of those bounds, the game's going to yell at you. I really don't like that restrictive nature, but that does tie back into the movement. You can't really move in these type of games, and they don't want you moving and seeing things you're not supposed to. Okay, sure. I mean, it would have broken the game if I could see one of those codes before I was supposed to by getting up and walking across my play space, but I don't really like how they addressed it. I don't really know a better way of addressing it, but not being able to bend down and look at something is frustrating to the player. Well, it's frustrating to me. I don't know if it's frustrating to everybody, but it's definitely frustrating to me, and I wasn't a fan. No controller representation. So not being able to see my hands is also frustrating. And not in the good way that I mentioned earlier in the why am I playing this game? Like, why couldn't I have some sort of ghost telekinesis hands that I could at least see where my controllers were? I mean, you didn't necessarily need to see where your hands were. You could have played this game with a controller. But I've got the touch controllers. They're supported. Why can't I see my hands? Just, one of those tiny little things that really stands out as being an annoyance for me. Ultimately, I just didn't have fun. I mean, it tickled that itch, that stubborn itch, but overall, I don't know, maybe Psychonauts isn't for me. Like I said at the start of this, adventure titles really aren't my thing, but it just wasn't enjoyable for me. And that's really what it boils down to. Like, the majority of whether I recommend a game or not is, did I have fun playing it? And I really didn't in this one. I enjoyed the quality of it. I enjoyed the production quality. Visually pleasing, but mechanically it didn't do it for me. If you're a fan of Psychonauts, if you have the nostalgia coming in playing this game, then yeah, you're probably going to want to pick it up. It's $19.99. I think that's a little steep, but if you're buying it for the nostalgia factor, I would probably pay more than reasonable for Final Fantasy VI if I could get a VR title. Final Fantasy VI being my favorite game, like, of all time ever. If you're just an adventure fan, wait for it to be on sale. Wait for it to be like 50% off on a Steam sale. Go ahead, pick it up, give it a whirl. But 20 seems a little steep for it. If you're not a big adventure fan, skip this. It doesn't really work well in VR, in my opinion. And I don't know. I just didn't have fun with it. I wouldn't recommend it to somebody else. But that's going to do it for me. If you enjoyed this review, please hit that like, sub, comment down below. It really helps. Share this out on social media. Check out our other links down there. Join the Discord. Hit me up. Send me your recommendations. And I will see you guys in the next video. Later.